How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're using the Floatzel team once again. I want to get one more battle with it because we've had 2 timer matches and I just really want to get a clean win. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of it in the description as well. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we're going against Ramen, also known as F-Gaz from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles. Looking at their team, they've got a pretty awesome one, to be honest with you. They've got the Kilowattrel. It looks like it's a bit of a rain team. They've also got the Amoonguss, so we've got to watch out for the Spore because we do not have a Spore immunity, unfortunately. And of course the Iron Treads over there. I think we can deal with the Iron Treads, no problem. But Haxorus is going to be key here to winning this game. I can tell first impression is going to be amazing for taking out the Floatzel, for an Outrage for taking out the Amoonguss, because we saw how that Slowbro took an Outrage last game, and it's just like you can tell Amoonguss isn't going to take it nearly as well either. Skeledirge is there for the Amoonguss though if we do need it. I feel like Ting-Lu is going to be important in this game for the Kilowattrel. So with that in mind, I feel like they lead with either a Amoonguss to get the Spore off, or they go with a Pelipper lead. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to lead off with my Sirknight. And because Sirknight's, I don't know actually, I might lead off with Floatzel. We can taunt the Amoonguss. And the battle begins. So Ramen over there is going to lead off with the Pelipper. As kind of expected, as we led off with the Floatzel. So the Floatzel's a fine lead here. They probably go straight for a U-turn. They're going to get the Drizzle off though, which is always nice. They probably go straight for a U-turn, like I said, but I'm going to have to switch out anyway. No. Let's get some damage off. Let's just get some damage off. I think that's ideal. There we go for an Ice Spinner, get some damage off on the Pelipper, see what kind of set it is. It's clearly a defensive set. They go for a Chilling Water. Not going to do much damage, but it does lower our attack, which is absolutely fine. So that's a defensive Pelipper. That's good to know. So if we can expect it to go for another Chilling Water or a Hurricane, we can go into GOHT and we can set up the Stealth Rocks, which would be nice because looking at their team, their only hazard spinners the Iron Treads, and we do have a hazard blocker, a spin blocker in the Skeledirge. So I'm thinking that's probably the play to go for going into the GOHT. But at the same time, I don't know. Corviknight might be a good option. I think Corviknight's a good option because if they switch on moves and go for Hurricane, we can eat that up as well. Chilling Water won't do too much damage from a defensive Pelipper either, but it's only about 50 base power as well, I think. It's like the closest thing we've got to Scald right now, which is ironic because it's Chilling Water and not Burning Water. As they do go for the U-turn, we're going to get some nice and powerful Rocky Helmet damage off on them, which is great. Now what are they going to? Probably the Kilowattrel. More than likely the Kilowattrel right now. I would say definitely Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel comes in, as you would expect. So in comes the Kilowattrel. Let's see what we can do here. So, we can go straight into GOHT, and we can get the Stealth Rocks up, which is going to be nice. Why is that Kilowattrel's wings duplicated? One being tucked in and one flapping. Right, there we go. Going to withdraw our Corviknight. And we are going to go into our Ting-Lu, the GOHT over here. There we go, and we're going to eat up any hit this Kilowattrel wants to throw at us. It goes for a Hurricane, obviously expecting the switch. Does a decent chunk of damage, to be fair. No confusion, which is nice, as we can just go straight for a Stealth Rock now, which would be absolutely ideal. So let's go for a Stealth Rocks real quick. There we go. They're going to withdraw the Kilowattrel. Are they going to go into the Amoonguss or the Quark, or they go into the Floatzel? Okay, Floatzel comes in. Nice and powerful. We're going to get up a nice Stealth Rock, which is great. Absolutely great. So they actually have 2 potential Rapid Spinners. Quackquavel actually gets Rapid Spin, which I didn't know about. But it's not very commonly seen with Rapid Spin, to be honest with you, I don't think. I always see it with the Moxie set, just Aqua Step to boost the speed and stuff like that. So we can expect a Wave Crash right now in the rain, which is going to really hurt. But I'm actually going to counteract that by going into my own Floatzel. And the only reason I'm doing that is because Floatzel is not doing much this game. I mean, look at their team. They've got Iron Treads and that's about it. So we'll go into our Floatzel real quick. Try and take a Wave Crash. They actually go for Liquidation, which is going to KO us, unfortunately, in the rain. Just goes to show how powerful Floatzel can be. My opponent has one as well. So this thing's fast. It's probably got Swift Swim. I could go Haxorus into the first impression. Could go into my Iron Valiant, into the Thunderbolt, since we are Choice Scarfed. No, because they're double speed, aren't they, from the rain? So that's not going to work out nicely for us. I say we go into our Corviknight. I think that's the best bet. Corviknight's the best bet here. And we'll just go for a Roost because I'm fully expecting them to go for a Liquidation and then into the, you know, something like that. So I'm going to go for a Roost real quick just to scout, see what they're going to do. If they switch out here, they switch out, so be it. They're going to withdraw the Floatzel, or they're going to go Kilowattrel. Maybe I should have gone for a U-turn then. Probably should have done. They go into the Iron Treads, obviously trying to catch that nice and powerful Rapid Spin now. So that's absolutely fine. We go for a Roost. We're going to get back 1 HP, which is fine. 2 HP, sorry. 2 HP. Definitely worth the PP that we used up, considering we only get 5 PP for Roost now. So the Iron Treads is here. It's definitely going to go for a Rapid Spin to get rid of those Stealth Rocks. Skeledirge is definitely coming in right now to block that Rapid Spin because we need the Stealth Rocks up for that Kilowattrel. So we're going to Rockstar real quick. There we go. Nice and powerful. You go for a Stealth Rock of their own. Interesting. So that's fine. What are they going to do now? So this rain's not going away anytime soon, is it? It looks like it's gone away now. I think Fairy typing is going to be better for Skeledirge, so I'm going to Terastallize and go for a Torch Song. I think that's the ideal play to make there. So there we go. I'm going to Terastallize into a Fairy type. This does stop us from blocking the Rapid Spin, I'm well aware, but if we can take out the Iron Treads now, we may as well go for it. I mean, it might not KO because of the rain, but it might KO anyway. So, you know, whatever. I'm going to go for it. And these things are usually max. Oh, he goes for an Earthquake. Okay, yeah, cool. No, that's fine. Earthquake, we're going to eat that out like it's nothing. There we go. Go for a Torch Song. Hopefully we can get the KO even though the rain's up. That's very muchly... Damn. That did nothing. So they've got a couple of options here. They can either stay in and go for another one. Another Earthquake. They could go for an Iron Head, which will probably do a lot of damage to us. Might not KO us, though, based on the Earthquake damage. Or they go for a Rapid Spin. Now, if they go for a Rapid Spin, we've got an answer to that. We can go into Corviknight and just not block the Rapid Spin, but we can, you know, do stuff like that. If they go for an Iron Head, it might be all over for Skeledirge. Is it best to scout, or is it best to get the KO now? They're probably thinking we're going to stay in and Torch Song, right? So they go for an Iron Head. They either go for the Iron Head, or they switch out into the Pelipper, or the Quackleval, or the Floatzel. I say we go Corviknight. I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to go Corviknight. So we switched out first, which means they did stay in. They probably went straight for an Iron Head, to be honest with you, to take out the Skeledirge, because they don't want to lose their Iron Treads just yet. And let's see what happens here. So they do actually go for the Rapid Spin. Okay, cool. We could have stayed in and gone for a Torch Song, but it's fine because now we know that. Now we know that. So there we go. Going to get some Rocky Helmet damage on it. It can't really do anything to us. I'm going to go ahead and Defog as well. No, do we Defog? Because here's the thing. They're going to go straight into Kilowattrel, and then we have to go into Ting-Lu, and it just puts a timer on Ting-Lu. So I think we're better off going for a U-turn, to be honest with you. As they definitely switch out here. They definitely switch out here. They withdraw the Iron Treads. They're going to go into the Kilowattrel. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start making some plays. So they're going to go into the Pelipper. Okay, interesting. So Pelipper comes in instead. Pelipper's going to get the Drizzle, which is absolutely fine. Now, I kind of want to go into my Haxorus, because Haxorus can take out this Pelipper with Outrage. Haxorus can take out everything on their team with Outrage right now, because Iron Treads is weakened. But at the same time, I'm wondering whether or not it's best to go into a Sirknight. I think the Iron Valiant's the best switch, to be honest with you. I think it's definitely the best switch. So we'll go into that, and we'll go straight for a Thunderbolt, and we go straight for a Moonblast, because Moonblast is neutral and it should take it out still. They won't stay in. They probably switch out into the Iron Treads. We could predict that and go for an Aura Sphere, but if we predict wrong and they go for a Hurricane here, we're screwed. If they go into the Iron Treads, we can just go into Corviknight, so it's not a big deal. Whereas they could just go into a Moongus and screw us over. Let's just go for the safe Thunderbolt for now. Let's just go for the safe Thunderbolt for now, see what they're going to do. They probably go into a Moongus or Iron Treads. They go into the Iron Treads, so that's fine. So I'm glad I didn't trick there, because in my mind I was like, we could go for Trick, anticipating the Moongus and trick that. But no, that's not worked out nicely for us all. I could have gone for the Aura Sphere there. I could also not be choiced here, so he doesn't know that I'm choiced. He doesn't know for a fact I'm choiced, so he probably goes into something else now to take an Aura Sphere or a Close Combat. And I would say that's going to be either Pelipper or the Kilowattrel or the Moongus. So I'm going to take a bet that he wouldn't go Kilowattrel, and I'm going to use this opportunity to go back into Corviknight. I think that's the best bet. So we're going to withdraw. They don't know that we're choiced yet. They don't know what we're choiced yet. I could just be making a prediction here. So let's see how this goes. So we'll go into Corviknight real quick, see what they're going to do. If they attack, they know we're choice scarfed, or at least they're assuming. They go for an Iron Head, so they're assuming we're Choice Scarfed. They're assuming we're Choice Scarfed. So we're going to get some nice Rocky Helmet damage, which is fair enough. That's going to go ahead and get the leftovers. So I'm not too bothered about the Stealth Rocks right now. Not too bothered about that. That's why I'm not defogging. Because defogging just gives them a free opportunity into Kilowattrel. So I'm going to go ahead and U-turn right now, fully expecting them to switch out. They do switch out. We want to get initiative on whatever they're going to bring in. That's the main thing here. So they go into Kilowattrel. They go into Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel's a frail bird. I mean, U-turn just did a decent chip damage to it, so that's fine. I think we bring in the big guns now. I think we have to bring in the big guns. The Haxorus. Yeah. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. The Haxorus is the play. So we're going to Haxorus. We're going to Haxorus. And now we're going to click Outrage. And I know what you're thinking. They're just going to go into Iron Treads. Watch how much damage this does to Iron Treads. Just watch. Just watch. They go for a Hurricane. They are just fully... Oh. Huh. That didn't work out nearly as well as I wanted it to. So that's out the window. Ting-Lu is probably the best bet here. Get the Stealth Rocks back up. Get the... Crap, we lost Haxorus. That is not good at all. That is not good. I did not expect Hurricane to KO. Did not expect it. Then again, it's clearly Choice Specs. So I should have realized it was Choice Specs. I'm going to go for a Stealth Rocks anyway. See what they're going to do. There we go. They're going to withdraw the Kilowattrel. I'm shocked that Haxorus couldn't take that. I always thought Haxorus was a bit bulkier than that. So they go into the Quackleval anyway. We're going to get the Stealth Rocks up nice and powerful. This thing probably wants to set up on us. It's probably going to go for an Aqua Step now. We just go straight into Corviknight here. I see no reason not to. This guy's just whittling away at my team. It's a real shame, really. We're going to Corviknight real quick. There we go. Going to withdraw. Going to Corviknight. There we go. There we go. Nicely done. And we'll just try and go from here. So the Point Stones are going to dig in, which is a real shame. We're going to get the pressure off, which is absolutely useless. They go for an Aqua Step. That's probably going to two-shot us from here. Does two-shot us from here. So what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? They got the Aqua Step off. They probably go for another Aqua Step to get the +2. Do we have a switch in? We don't have a switch in. We do not have a switch in at all. So let's go for a Brave Bird. We know they're going to take us out of the Aqua Step. Absolutely fine. I believe that Iron Valiant will still outspeed. That's the only hope we've got. Iron Valiant still outspeeding because they're going to get a Moxie boost now. There it is, the Moxie boost. The rain's going to stop, which is nice. The rain stops, which is nice. As now we go into the Iron Valiant, and we have to go. We just really got to go from here. So they go for the. We'll go for the Iron Valiant switch real quick. There we go. I am a firm believer that Moonblast will... I believe in my heart that we will outspeed here. I believe in my heart. We don't. It's GG. Oh, we actually lived! We actually lived! I gave up for a second there, but we lived! We lived! We lived! A Moxie boosted Aqua Step from this thing. We lived it. Iron Valiant, you monster! Okay, in comes a Moongus, so this is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. So a Moongus comes in. Best bet is to sack off GOHT. I think that's the best bet. Sack off our GOHT. Now, the Floatzel will have Aqua Jet. The Kilowattrel will naturally outspeed us, other than, you know, not outspeeding us. So we're going to GOHT real quick. I don't mind GOHT being put to sleep too much. They go for a Giga Drain. It's not going to do anything. That's absolutely fine. If you want to go for that instead, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So, Amoongus is here. We go for a Spikes, I think. I think we go for a Spikes here. So, let's have a look. I'm going to go for a Spikes just to get the hazards up. They're actually going to withdraw their Amoongus. And what are they going to go into? Pelipper? Iron Treads. I wouldn't go into Iron Treads personally. I wouldn't go into Iron Treads personally because here's the deal. Iron Tread to go down, and then the Amoonguss goes down, we can win this with Iron Valiant. That's how I can't believe what we did with the Haxorus though. I mean, Haxorus gets outsped by Floatzel and gets Ice Spinner to the face. Haxorus can KO the Pelipper. Haxorus gets outsped by the Quackable after an Aqua Step, which it already got up. We go for an Earthquake here. You go for a Rapid Spin, that's fine. We're just going to KO you real quick. There we go. Nice and powerful KO. Come on, Earthquake. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get the KO. That's what we need. Earthquake comes through. Down goes the Iron Tread. So the Iron Treads is down. Making progress. We're making progress. Haxorus couldn't one-shot the Amoonguss and get spored. So I don't think the Haxorus loss is too much of a big deal. I can tell some people dislike the video because of the Haxorus loss though. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes. So in comes Pelipper. So Pelipper gets the rain back up, which is fine. It's gonna get some. We're gonna get the Stealth Rocks up now. I know in my heart that we can take a Chilling Water, no problem. They go for a U-turn into the Floatzel, I would bet. They've got to go Floatzel, right? Yeah, they go Floatzel. So Floatzel comes in. We get the Stealth Rocks back up, which is going to hurt the Pelipper and the Kilowattrel nicely. And from here... What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here? I think we go for a Whirlwind on the off chance we live. A Liquidation. Or we go for an Earthquake on the off chance. Just to get some damage off. I think damage is important. I think Whirlwind will be important now. If we can Whirlwind that into the Kilowattrel now. Let's go for the EQ. Let's go for the EQ. So they're actually going to Terastallize, which is interesting. What are they going to go into? A Water type? Double down on that Liquidation, Aqua Jet type thing? Yeah, they are going to go Water type. So that's probably going to KO us now. But it's fine. I haven't got a switch in. I haven't got a switch in at all. Skeledirge isn't a switch in. There's the Liquidation. Absolutely fine. Liquidation comes through. That's going to KO the GOHT, unfortunately. So, we're actually going to have something really interesting here. So, the point of this team was to get Floatzel to do some work. And indirectly, we've actually got Floatzel to do some work by getting our asses handed to us by a Floatzel. So, you know, I think this has worked out nicely for us because we're going to get to showcase Floatzel being a Floatzel. So let's go for a Tera Blast just on the off chance we live. I don't think we live though. It's rain boosted and it's Tera boosted. There's no way we live. No, no way whatsoever. As now, we've got our ass handed to us by a Floatzel. And that is like, you know, that was the point of this team. So to get our team destroyed by a Floatzel is an honor. An absolute honor. So I'm going to go for the T-Bolt. Just on the off chance we outspeed, which we don't because of Swift Swim. Liquidation's going to come through, and that's going to destroy us, and that's going to be the game. So yeah, we got wrecked that game. Absolutely wrecked. Wrecked by a rain team. I gotta love it. So GG, Ramen. GG Ramen, that was a pretty fun game. I'm actually really happy with how that turned out because it just goes to show, and that was the point of the team, to show how good Floatzel can be this generation. And they've just proved it. They've just proved it for me. I didn't need to do it. I didn't need to lift a finger. So anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.